Hey guys, let's talk about the pros and cons of Challenger World and people that I recommend do it. TLDR, if you are prone to burnout, skip Challenger World and play it on your main server. Thanks for watching. Okay, for the actual reasons, here are the pros I can think of. First off, the Challenger bonus stats. These aren't really like that OP, but for a brand new server, it's pretty good for a new server and a head start. Then the Challenger's Pass, which costs 20k Meeple points. There's tons of free perks, but even more with the pass. It's definitely worth it if you want to jumpstart on your character. I made a little chart. So in total, you get symbol selectors, 1000 arcane or 400 sacred, 800 nodes, 50 EXP nodes, 10 VIP sauna tickets, which is 5 hours total, 100 Men of Honors, 400 frags, 2000 advanced EXP vouchers, 20 black queues, which is whatever, 300 black flames, and 1 transcendent pot. For the free stuff, it's not as good, but yeah, it's definitely worth 20 bucks in my opinion. Another reason is in Challenger's World, instead of the 4 people instance map in the regular servers, Challenger's World has 10 people in one map that you can be in, which is pretty nice for those popular or crowded maps. Also, everyone will be shuffling together, so making parties will be a lot easier in Party Finder because everybody just wants to clear bosses and get stuff. Another pro is you can double jump into your rewards, such as some event rewards, your dailies, and your weeklies. So you can do 2 sets of arcane dailies for your Challenger World and regular server, and then the weeklies too, bosses included. The one I'm gonna find the rewards for Twilight Eve are per accounts, so be careful which server you click on. For example, if you don't need the nodes on your main server, like Chronos, claim them on your Challenger World. It's a nice hyperstart to a new character, whether it be your main or a meal. Also, it's very easy to do. Even if you do dailies for the whole duration of your Challenger World, you can get pretty far, depending on how consistent you are. It's at least a free 270 because the Burning Beyond, maybe 275. And if you do a little bit of extra grinding, maybe 280. Now for the cons, it is going to be a huge burnout. You have to do 2 sets of everything, such as dailies, weeklies, and bossing. If you can't even handle 1 server, then you can't even handle 2 servers. Especially with the second server being a lot weaker. That being said, there's no links or legion in Challenger World, period. And obviously being no server, you have no resources. No mezzos, no nodes, no absolute gear to like transfer over. It's a brand new server. So it'll be a little bit of a struggle, but luckily these stats are pretty helpful. And if you bought the Challenger's Pass, you will have to do dailies and weeklies and a little bit of grinding. If you can't allocate the time or effort to do these, then it'll take a while for the rewards. Pass is about 3 months to do, but you can do it in a whole month if you're consistent about it, like capping every single day for 4 weeks. Another con is, if you want the best and fastest start, you need 20k Maple points for the Challenger Pass, and another 30 for the Genesis Pass. Of course, it is optional, but some people don't want to spend money or don't have the money. And Challenger's World is a separate world, so you won't have any NX available. At least until you world lead back into your main server. Also, before you do that, make sure there's nothing in your cash shop before you transfer over, because you will lose it. In short, you look ugly for a while unless you wail a bit for the NX. As for people who I recommend doing it, people that are new or need and want the extra 4k Legion, or people that want a second main or a free and strong boss meal if you don't have your 6 or 12 boss meals. And as a side note, the Genesis Pass can be used on both servers, I believe, but only 1 per account, so make it count. Most people on the main server would probably solo, since they have all the resources. For Challenger's World, it'd be a lot easier to find parties since everyone would be struggling. And you also get a ton of bonus stats from it too. I didn't put it in the pros and cons because it kind of depends on your situation. It's good for either server, but it's definitely better on Challenger World because you have like nothing. And if you make a run specifically, you get even more rewards. I found this on Reddit where some guy broke down everything you got from the run rewards alone. And I tried to find something about the total rewards you get from the Twilight Eve, but I found Kobe's video. From the thumbnail alone, you can allocate all these rewards to your Challenger World if your main server is already progressed enough, which most of us probably are. Because my main doesn't need extra nodes or the frags or anything. And as a new or a newer player, it's definitely more of an incentive to do it on Challenger World. I know there's so many videos going out there, but here's my TLDR. Hopefully it helped, as always. And I'll see you in the next one.